Hey you guys, what is up? This is SuperGirlKels. Thank you for coming out to another video. I am so excited to be here because we are starting a new series today in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate called First to Fives, which has been the trends around the community online since quarantine has started now. It's become really prominent for money matches and more. So I figured I would upload mine and also just kind of write down some notes, help each other get experience and more. So I figured I would take this opportunity to make a new series called the WWR, which is also known as the Wi-Fi World Rankings, First to 5 Challenges. Usually I like to do first to 10s, but I think that's a little long to upload on YouTube and you guys would get bored real easy. So I decided to do first to 5s. And today we're going to be challenging one of the best players in the world right now and also the most probably improved player in the world. I'm so excited for him to be here. His name is Sytonix, and he is currently the #1 ranked Ken in the world, sitting at number 18 on the WWR V5, which is version number 5 that came out this summer. So very excited to him. Even if you look back at his results, man, this guy started at like 129th just last year in 2019 at Ultimate Knifu Wars, and then now he's placing a consistent top 32 result, even top 8 at times. So it's really great to have him here. You guys know that I'm very familiar with the Ken matchup. As Montreal and Canada, you know, we're full of them. We got Venom, we got F-Sharp, we got Riddles, we got the list goes on. So I haven't fought one though since quarantine has started. So I told myself, okay, this is gonna be an amazing opportunity for me to remember and prepare for when quarantine is over, but also to get that matchup from a newly discovered Ken that has really been coming out and making me sweat, as we're seeing here in game 1. I barely got a hit on him, as we are going to expect. Ken is making a lot of damage real quick, and something that he's taking advantage of immediately, you're going to notice, is how I'm in the air a lot, and that's something I forget a lot in the first few matches. I'm going to try and get an early stock here. Unfortunately, he doesn't die. Ken is a kind of a beefy boy, so he's not going to die that quickly, but on small battlefield, it definitely helped me out a little bit. I am going to get him with the spring gift, though. Going to take out his first stock first. Now, I do want to bring up, this is going to be kind of a tutorial for me, for him in the Sonic matchup, but also for you guys. So if you're struggling with Ken, if you're struggling with Sonic, this is for you. Where, if you notice, off stage is really where Sonic does amazing against Ken. It's really easy to catch the vulnerability of that Tatsu and use that spring or just the attacks from back air and fair from Sonic to keep him off. But on stage, that's where Ken really shines. It's important to really camp this matchup and kind of stay back and really force Ken to hit first. But it's a little hard when you're kind of into a first to 5, and also just the way he's playing it, because watch his position. If you've noticed, he's maintaining very centered. This means that he has full-on stage control. He's doing a very good job at waiting for me to commit so that I can go ahead and get hit afterwards. So he's baiting and punishing very well. He even got that out of shield whatever, y'all, fuck, you get it, it's fine. But here we go. I am gonna try mixing up though, at least, you know, when am I going to actually hit his shield, how am I gonna hit his shield, and how can I recover safely so that things would be okay, you know? So, and I'm not helping myself. One thing Ken is so good at doing is really cornering you, because when he hits your shield, you know, usually your response would be either shield grab or roll or some sort of evacuation to really help yourself get settled. But in this case, it is so hard to do that against Ken because he is unable to get crossed up as he automatically turns around with Ryu and Terry as well, part of the Shoryus. But they, you know, you have to kind of respect that they're going to wall you out, and you need to find that right opportunity to get over them and get around them. So you're going to see here another edge guard. I'm going to get that back air, and we're going to bring it back to 1 stock per piece. So again, if you notice, I had that edge guard really well, but when it comes to me on stage, I'm struggling in neutral. I'm having a hard time getting around him as he's using these nairs to really wall me out. It has a great hitbox. It's long lasting. So if I commit first, which I've been doing with my spin dashes, it's going to take a while. Now that is a new upgrade for Ken, that Tatsu is invincible in terms of where he's spinning his legs, so the only place he's vulnerable is his head. So I'm using the iframes of spin dash to go through the Tatsu hitbox and hit his head. That's what I'm trying to really angle here, and it's going pretty well, but I am taking a lot of damage. All right, I find myself in the air here. I'm going to catch the landing. He uses the beautiful focus to just kind of get through that one hit of spin dash. You need multi-hits to get rid of that, so just to keep in mind. And I'm cornering myself now kind of on purpose. I'm trying to force him to come into me so I can see some kind of option coming in from here. I've noticed he started to jump, and one thing you players can't do against Sonic is jump at Sonic. He's gonna scoop under you, he's gonna feel good about it, and he's just gonna say, yo, let's go for a ride, you know? So staying as grounded as possible, waiting for Sonic to commit is really the best case, where there he was doing that. Alright, I'm gonna get off stage. Best place to be in that situation is never to roll back into the stage or air dodge into the stage, because you are going to get hit. You're staying in his range of pressure, and also it extends his combos. So that was an excellent freaking... God, I can't remember the word today. So, Lord, sweet Jesus. The Shoryuken! Thank you! It was an amazing Shoryu. You know, he saw the pattern as to when I was spin dashing, called it out, and he ended that first game right there. Now we are going to run it back. The way that this is going, by the way, we are doing random legal stages, so small battlefield will be that counter. When the match started, I said bruh, but we had a really fun time recording this, let me tell you. We laughed a lot. Both of us do a lot of shenanigans. He falls out of my up air like 8,000 times. There he did it, which is great, but there he did. And then I fall out of his stuff, but like, you gotta see as the match is gonna go on. It gets really awkward at certain times, and we're gonna laugh about that in just a second. So what I'm doing now, if you've noticed, I'm playing a lot better center stage. I'm not cornering myself as much, and if I am, I'm leaving a room behind me, and he was giving me that advice not to corner myself, you know, so that was going a lot better. I was able to just kind of stay in that range of, okay, I can avoid him if I'm not cornered like this, and then I can kind of bait that approach from him, because he has to approach now. He's behind in, you know, that stock there. So I'm mixing up when I'm also hitting him with the spin dash. Don't forget Sonic's. Like, you guys can literally use your spin dash to stop on shield. You can do it, do like a vertical jump, you could do a horizontal jump, you could do a homing attack. So there's all these mix-ups you have to consider and really study your opponent based on, okay, how is Ken trying to hit me? Because if you've noticed, he's tried punishing me every single time with back air. He just did it again there. So I start using like the spring or an immediate aerial just to kind of take out that opportunity from him, to get him to respect my spin dashes a little bit more. So I'm calling him out with that. Now I'm just catching his landings, because that's what Sonic is so good at doing. Unfortunately, the Tatsu's gonna go ahead and break my my smash over there, and I'm just gonna kind of retreat. Again, if you're in disadvantage, just get out of that situation. Just take it. Now this is the hard part, really getting back on stage against Ken, just because, again, he has that wall, he has great aerials. If you jump over him, he can put out a Shoryu at any time, so it's very, very dangerous. And then if you're gonna roll, right, he's gonna auto turnaround like that. I was very lucky to escape that, but I actually buffered an air dodge inwards. I tried going out. So just to keep that in mind, something he was telling me in our notes is that I was spending a lot of time trying to SDI out of his moves, but trying to dodge. And you never want to really dodge, because you might buffer some sort of, you know, roll or air dodge, and that's a horrible place to be for Ken, against Ken. So you really want to do a good job at just SDIing in general and praying and just kind of wiggling that controller and hoping. Now I am going to miss that homing attack. I got the nice edge guard once again. I caught that 2-frame with the forward smash, but he's going to get that that Shoryu and really bring this back again. You're going to see that this entire set is extremely even. We really go back and forth. We had an amazing time really pushing each other's limits and testing each other's stage counter picks as it was random, right? So it's really, really fair game here, and we're going to see who's going to really take it when we get closer to that end. And I like the way that he's using his projectiles there. It's a really good idea to just kind of force Sonic to get somewhere else and to get Sonic to stop pressing that side B or that down B. It's really good at just keeping him out. I'm going to get a little bit of a jump hitbox right there, and again, I'm going to try catching that Tatsu. That's one of the main ways Ken's and Ryu's even will approach, is really with the Tatsu. I did bait out the projectile off stage. I've noticed that the way he's been recovering consistently is he had the habit of throwing out the projectile and then Tatsu. So I parried the projectile, got that forward smash, and now I have a really nice nice lead, and I'm taking advantage that he's not jumping away. If you've noticed, I made 49% already because I was telling him that he kept trying to land on top of me, right? He kept trying to hit me over and over, even when he was in disadvantage, and that's something you don't want to do against Sonic, right? If you're placing yourself over him, that's where he's really comfortable. He's gonna feel damn good about it. So that's something you don't really want to mess with. I am gonna have the best DI of my life to survive that amazing Shoryu. And I'm going to take my time here on ledge. I notice he is not shielding. I'm going to go with the reverse of B into the back air and air dodge to get back up on stage. And I'm going to keep on racking up this damage here, going for the fair. All right, this could be an edge guard situation. I'm going to use the spring, get the next fair, and that should do it. Oh, yeah. All right, this part's pretty funny. All right, look at this, y'all. I get all this crap. Oh, never mind. It's not this one. So if there's another match that you guys are going to see, and I basically do an amazing job at edge guarding the mother heavy foot-long Subway sandwich guy never, like, dies, and I end up dying for it, but it was hilarious. But I'm gonna go ahead and take game 2. It's currently 1-1 in our set. Really great job. I think I adapted well there. You know, I had more center stage. I was catching his landings, and he was doing a less of a good job in terms of landing, right? He was landing on top of me. He was being more aggressive, so it changed it up a bit. And you're gonna see he's even gonna have an easier time here on FD, and the reason being is just because he's able to catch Sonic's landings. Sonic, a lot of people like to think, like, yo, this is Sonic's best stage, yo. Like, don't go to FD against Sonic. Like, no, it's not true at all, actually. I personally think one of, like, Sonic's best stages with projectiles, because Sonic, his worst feature and his disadvantage state really comes when he's in the air. He's very predictable, very slow, very sluggish, and doesn't have the best aerials to really escape, and it's very easy to punish that landing. If you notice, I'm having a hard time right now just kind of staying on stage. He's doing a fantastic job at just getting the damage needed, and that amazing string into the forward smash I was holding out because I was trying to SDI out, and that is going to cause me to die, but I'm pretty sure I was dead either way. That was a pretty strong hit, so I'm going to take that early stock. But look how much trouble I'm having. I have nowhere to go. I'm very cornered again, you know. He's being very patient. He's waiting for me to go because he knows I have no choice to make that decision now, and now he's just waiting for me to make that decision. So it's very easy on FD to catch Sonic's landings. I definitely recommend for Ken players and Ryu's and even characters who may struggle to catch opponents or get in, even like Kirby, really counterpick Sonic's FD, because even though he's fast and has that amazing room, he's not going to have that landing option. He's going to jump, he's going to miss a spin dash, and it's going to cause him to really, really feel uncomfortable the entire time. Look at the way here he's just catching. I'm trying to mix up my landing as much as possible, but look how I'm running out of room real quick. All right, I finally get something over here. I wanted to see what option he would do, as obviously that fair wouldn't have landed a kill. Tried mixing up with the back air. He was so aware that Sonic's landing options involved him to commit. There was either I was going to back air, I was going to homing attack, or I was just going to retreat, and I retreated every time, and I need that kill, right? So he knew and was able to put out that shield so that he was able to get the out of shield option and catch that landing. And now look at that, like, it's just getting worse and worse for me, honestly. Here comes the edge guard again. I'm going to counter that. I'm going to try getting here a spike, which I do land with the up B from the spring. It's going to put him into the stage. I'm going to take that stock. Let's see if I can start bringing this back. Unfortunately, he does not land into my falling up air so that I don't get the follow-up that I really wanted. I'm back into this corner here. I'm just trying to bait out his options, which I do actually get. I'm going to get a little fair here. If I could get a little edge guard, I actually do call out the jump, but unfortunately, that Tatsu does have a hitbox, right? So it was able to push me from getting that back air. Would have sealed the deal. Would have been an amazing edge guard from me, but not able to do it yet. But hey, I'm doing much better now. I feel like I only started playing now, man. He's done a really good job of just making me so cornered and having such a hard time to breathe. I do try getting myself the forward smash. He actually has an amazing roll. I had no idea Ken goes that far. I tried spacing myself out perfectly, but I guess I was just a little bit too close to that ledge, and Ken goes a little bit further. You know, he's got the big feet. We were just talking about the foot long, so we gotta respect that. I am gonna get that back air onto the stage, and it was a very awkward moment for him. Unfortunately, I'm not gonna get an edge guard because of it, but I do get some good damage, and he's gonna use, again, did you see that? The way he uses the projectile to catch my landing, because if I were to air dodge in there, he was gonna go ahead and get a lot of good combos and good follow-ups, so there was no way to really go for that. Alright, I'm gonna get that fair. I actually wanted the back air there. I remember that. It was a little online moment, but it does happen. I'm gonna retreat out. You'd never want to land on Ken. Immediately when I saw that I missed that, I said I gotta get out of here. So here we go. He does get the strong tilt to get me out of there. I'm going to see here. I can't really confirm anything with this percent 194. I do try getting the F tilt, and I was just a frame off, and because of that, he is going to get the wake up Shoryu, and I'm able to live somehow with his max rage and me at 90, but I'm going to take it. I DI'd for my life, and I'm going to try and wait here just for him to commit. I'm noticing he's pressing buttons now, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to shield, grab that opportunity, and hopefully bring it out to the last stock. So I had a horrible start, but you know what? I'm playing a lot better now. I'm getting the damage. I'm noticing he's air dodging. He's trying to find his way of landing, and I'm using the spring to really get out of there. So here we go again. I'm going to get the upper, see how he's going to land once again. I like that he uses the focus to mix up that recovery, and I'm not going to go in for that because a lot of Ken players will do that, guys. They will literally force, like, they'll put out an option thinking it's safe for you to go in, and then they're just going to wake up Shoryu, and then they call it a nice day, and that was that mistake there. I tried baiting the get up jump because I noticed he's been doing that. Unfortunately, though, he actually went for the roll, and because I jumped, he was able to catch that landing once again to take my stock. Even though I was making a great comeback and we were learning a lot that match, it just wasn't enough. So let's see what I do here on the next counter pick stage. Again, this is random stages, so there's technically no counter picks, but we are going to have just different stages in general, hopefully. So we are going on Town and City, which I personally think is one of the best stages against Ken. Not only is this kind of like FD, it's a very long, flat stage, even longer than Final Destination, but there's platforms, right? And that's where Sonic strives. He's gonna not only make the damage and get in with that spin dash, but he's gonna be able to get out and away and have that, like, see the way there? He wasn't able to catch me because I was able to use those platforms to get away. And look at that. See, instead of going ledge, I'm now able to use that platform to my opportunity and to my advantage. So that's what I'm using here against him. Now, I'm just using a lot of spin dash pressure right now. If you notice this matchup with Sonic versus Ken, it is a very spin dash matchup. It really is. Spin dash heavy is the real word. Just because if you fight up close Ryu or Ken, they have extremely fast and furious not only knockback but frame data, right? They're able to really cancel things. They're able to set things up just like you saw there. And it makes it extremely hard for Sonic to fight up close because he doesn't have that frame data, right? He's got to commit at something. He has a lot of end lag on his moves. The only one like is front smash, but it's still got that end lag. It's still punishable. So it's a lot of spin dash, waiting, baiting, punishing, because the one disadvantage that Ken does have is his disadvantage. It's him trying to get in on players and really trying to really box you out. And that's what he's doing right now. He's doing such an amazing job because look, I'm cornering myself again, right? I'm back into this game one situation. I do end up SDIing the life out of that Shoryu. So I'm able to survive another day, and I'm gonna start here a comeback, and you're gonna see in just a second the way that I get these edge guards and the way that I catch his landing, right? We were talking about that. It's really about baiting and punishing the options that Ken has in terms of his landing and getting in and then punishing that, right? And I start doing that to my advantage here. I'm gonna use these cancels with the dare and even air dodges just to get him out of there. Now, unfortunately, I did buffer a spring there. I didn't want a spring. I actually just wanted to jump away, but I must have pressed B instead of A or something. And he's gonna take that opportunity and be like, yeah, man, I'm calling you out for that mistake. And he's gonna go ahead and get that Shoryu at that moment. I'm gonna use the iframes here to get out of that situation through the projectile and get that early stock. As I notice, he hasn't been jumping or really committing off stage at all. So I was able to catch him off guard there and really get that damage to bring this back. So here we go once again. I'm gonna go ahead and get the spin charge into the fair. I'm now going under him again. You notice he's jumping a lot. So I'm catching that opportunity. I'm gonna make this damage here. I'm gonna wait for that landing. I'm gonna use the homing attack, but this time I'm jumping away. I'm not air dodging because we don't want to be put into that pressure field, right? We want to get out of there. So we're gonna make that damage quickly and surely. All right, I'm using the spin dash again, but now because I was in his range, he was able to get that back air for the first time. So I was not evasive enough. So I gotta really remember that. So I do roll into it. He's noticed that I'm trying to roll away from that since he's been on ledge the entire time, the corner, but I was able to just kind of get that opportunity and really reverse that edge guard from him. and to put him on the other side from spin dash, wait for the Tatsu, and then really abuse that recovery. I was jumping like a fade back, trying to bait something that was going to come out of him. It ended up working. I got that that beautiful edge guard, and that's going to put me up in this set. All right, we're back here into a, you know, beautiful 50-50 challenge with this guy, Sytonix, man. So talented, so great, and so amazing set at the moment. We're going on Kalos. Let's see how both of us do here. Now, you're going to notice immediately that there's going to be some struggle from his end. Something I noticed right away, I got really lucky there. Unfortunately, I did know he wanted to go low. And something that helps Sonic on Kalos is his placement with his spring, right? There is walls on Kalos, so I'm able to know where exactly he wants to go under, and it becomes a really easy gimp. If you hit, you know, Ken when he uses his jump, chances are you're gonna gimp him. You're gonna gimp him really early, and I did catch that jump and was able to steal that stock super early. And I'm just gonna go ahead and rack on the damage because now I know that when Sonic has that lead, right? That's the most infuriating thing that people hate about Sonic, is that he's so fast, right? How do you catch this hedgehog? So I'm doing a really good job at just kind of baiting, seeing when he's being aggressive, when he's really committing to options, and I'm just taking advantage of it. It's going by really good for us. I'm just going to keep on springing here. He is going to make it back on stage. I hate when that happens, when Sonic runs, but he doesn't actually go off stage. He ends up instead to, like, kind of stay on stage, and then I spring, and then it goes on stage. That happens to a lot of Sonics. I have to remember that and really dash off stage, but we're going to continue the momentum here. I'm going to get that fair. It's going to take the stock. Again, if Ken is put in such a bad position off stage, it's going to be hard. I'm going to set that spring placement to kind of put him in the air and really catch these landings. I'm going to get the up tilt after the falling up air. That's what I wanted originally that last game, but I am going to take advantage and get a lot of damage already. 63, catching the jump here. Didn't get the back air, but I'm just overwhelming him, and honestly, it's because he's trying to catch me. This is where Sonic does amazing, right? When you're trying to catch Sonic, that's not going to be good. I caught that air dodge. I noticed he's been doing it quite often, so I wanted to be sure that, hey, I'm telling him, bro, like, this is you gotta stop doing that. So that really did wake him up, because I do think he does stop that right after this. So you notice here, as he's trying to chase me, I noticed he stopped shielding. He wasn't being defensive at all that entire match, so I was able to really just kind of ram through him in terms of spin dashes and getting like back airs and just attacks that really set up good edge guards for me. And that was the one time I did land with the back air, so caught him off guard. He expected me to jump away and just for him to catch my landing, but I mixed it up there. That was a really good set on, that was a really good thing on my end. So we're going to keep on going here. This is the next game. I am up now, but we are not down. We are not like out of it. You know what I mean? Like this is not over. We are playing Ken. We are playing Sytonix. So let's keep on going. We're currently 3-2, and we're actually going back to Kalos. And I'm sure his reaction was my reaction on Small Battlefield. He was probably like, ugh. So let's see how it goes here. Now, if you notice, it's already starting a lot better. He's playing with respect. He's not chasing me. He's more going for like a fade in, fade out kind of experience and commitment. You know, he's really, look at that, look at the way he's baiting. He's not really going for anything. I do get a footstool. That was obviously not intentional, but it was a pretty funny one, not gonna lie. It was a good one. So here we go. We're gonna go and continue to catch that landing, because that's where we're really striving, and we do have these platforms to really help us out, so that's what's good. It also helps him land. If you notice, he did have that landing option to really mix up, and I'm back into this corner, so I'm trying to find my way back here. I am gonna use that platform and really try to mix up here what's going on. He does parry, so immediately I spring to kind of push him away, kind of fading out that hey, I got a multi-hit too with that spin dash, so don't even try to parry that. But we're doing good so far. I see what he wants. He wants that edge guard. I'm gonna go for the re-grab situation. Unfortunately, I did buffer a get-up attack. I wanted something else, but I buffered A afterwards, unfortunately. So I wanted to jump and then A, but it does happen. We just gotta take it with a grain of salt and keep on learning, keep on having fun. There's a reason why this is training and why this is practice. I do catch that. I've noticed he's been either air dodging or focusing every time I put him in the air. So I did that up throw to kind of wait out an option here, and I ended up getting that back here, and I'm gonna keep on getting that. He does get a good follow-up because, again, I put myself in his range. He does SD. That was a misinput from him. I mean, don't forget, when you're playing Shotos, you are literally all input, right? So you can input Shoryu by mistake, and he wanted the Tatsu. So I give huge shout outs to anyone who mains these characters. gestures because I cannot put those inputs for my life. I'm pressing down B the entire time. So like I give them huge shout out. I'm gonna get this edge guard. I tried getting the back air. He was super smart to use the tatsu to go over my angle for that back air. I'm gonna be very patient as I know he really wanted that that setup with the thingy. Freak, I can't say anything. My God, you get it. Y'all know what I'm saying, but I do get that. I notice he's been air dodging or focusing like we said before, so I was able to catch that with the forward smash. I'm gonna go here, and this is the moment I wanted to talk to you guys about before, where here I get a really good edge guard. I'm doing really well, and then I die right here. I end up sending him to the center with my spring, unfortunately. And like we said, the center is key, right? Look at that. Sakurai puts a beautiful Pokeball in that center of the stage to tell you that that is control. And I actually put him into it. Unfortunately, the mistiming of my spring, and that's what killed me. It was a really unfortunate moment, but it happens. And you just gotta kind of take that and laugh about it. So you are still in the game. Something with this matchup is that you have to stay calm, and this is for both Ken and Sonic. Sonic, you know, you have to expect that you might die at 40. You might have a hard time getting back to stage because of your linear recovery, but Ken is going to feel frustrated because you're fast, you're hard to catch, you're easy to camp him out. So both of these players have to play extremely patient, and they have to kind of take every situation and have the really good mindset. And this is the best moment of the entire set, because he hits me with the soft parts of his forward smash, and we laughed, I think, for a good 5 minutes after that. It was the saddest thing, and I died because of it. Like, we were so in shock that we both kind of stopped playing there. I won't even commentate that last part, because that forward smash did not kill me at 70 fully charged, because he hit the soft spot of it. He messed up and got the soft spot, and we spoke about it for a good few minutes, because it was too funny. It was unfortunate, but it can happen, right? You need to be so precise with these Shotos, and he unfortunately just got the tippy toe of his toenail from that foot-long man, you know, so unfortunately not going to happen here. But we are going to have a 3-3 match at the moment, and we are back on town, and I think we did acknowledge that town has become quite comfortable for us, right? It is like Final Destination, long, it has a high ceiling in the back, which makes it easier for me to DI those Shoryukens. I remember the word, I'm so happy. But it makes it easy for that, and most importantly, I'm able to land. So that's really what is helping us out here. I did get that read with the roll in. Unfortunately, my fair just went completely over him. Fair's a little bit weird with Sonic, you know. It can be the deadliest trick and with a nose, but it can also be really scary. Now, I like what I did there. I ended up using my spring to get a second jump and just to kind of evade Ken's potential edge guard, and even just a combo potential, and even a kill setup. So I was able to really mix that up, and again, I'm staying out of his zone, and I'm using the wide length of the stage to really mix up where I'm going, where it looks like I'm running out of room, but I'm not. I have so much room, not only from this. I ended up buffering air dodge there. It was unfortunate, but we're both okay. I feel like we both respected what just happened, and we did that before to each other, so it's all good. But here we go. So I'm noticing he's pressing the button first, and that's where things are really coming into play here. I caught that Shoryu with the spin dash back air. Don't forget, he is a heavy character, so because of that, that spin dash back air is going to confirm all the way up until 140 or so, so you can get a nice kill off of it. And you know, Town and City, even though it has a large blast zone, the sides are extremely small, so that's why that was able to kill so fast. I think this is, if not Sonic's best stage, it's fantastic at just getting the kills off the side that he needs, mixing up his landing and getting what he really needs to get. I do survive with the air dodge using the cutout from the DI and just get out of that situation here. And I think he started noticing something here. If you've noticed, I'm staying very aerial-like. I don't know if you've seen that. Even when I'm jumping back on ledge, I'm jumping, and that's very dangerous. I am going to catch these landings, though, with the up air, because we love 9.0. So I kind of was sharking him out with that. I'm kind of baiting and making him feel like I'm crossing up, but I'm not. So it's making him feel a little bit overwhelmed at the moment. Again, right, like whoever has the lead in this matchup really does have the advantage, because they need to commit to these characters constantly. So that's why we're seeing now Ken just struggle, because he's trying to get these opportunities. This is where he's going to shine a little bit, just because there's no platforms. There is on the side, you know, it's kind of like a Kalos moment, but the problem that he's having and why he's not actually taking advantage of it is because he's committing, right? Look, he's holding that down tilt. He's pressing the back airs when I'm not even there. He's going for the shore use. He's really trying to get that, these kills. I see that he wants the kills. I know what he wants, so I'm able to really use that against him, and I'm just honestly evading him and just kind of baiting and punishing, so I'm able to get these setups like this. I'm gonna go in. I tried getting the back air. Unfortunately, I did miss that, and I went for a fair instead. I ended up DIing in. I'm very lucky I survived. Again, that was another buffer, and that's why he gave me such good advice as to, hey, you know, don't press the dodge button. Just focus on SDIing in general, and you're gonna be okay. And he showed me how to SDI it finally. So really shout outs to him, and thank you for that tip. For you guys as well, you know, don't press that roll or that air dodge. So there we go. Once again, I did notice that he was pressing a lot of buttons, and I was mentioning that to him, and it's so important to just kind of realize, like, hey, you know, pressing a lot of buttons there, bud. Like, you should probably not. So Sonic will call you out for it. If you're pressing buttons, your match is not gonna go well, because that's what he wants. He wants you to commit and punish you. Sonic forces you to play his game. So if you are going to really want to beat Sonic and not get frustrated, the first thing you have to do is respect that you're playing his game, you're not playing your game. And you can force him to stop playing his game if you keep him cornered. And look at the way that he is doing that. Sytonix is now playing centered. He's keeping me cornered. We're back on this small battlefield stage. And like, this is actually really good for Ken, just because he's able to wall you out. So even though there's the platforms there for me, there's a small ass blast zone, and the wall becomes so hard for me to get in because of where the position of the platforms are. So it's very, very hard for me to really get over Ken strongly and just feel comfortable about it, because he's able to wall himself and catch aerials on the platforms, right? Because if you go on those platforms, you're putting yourself over him, and it's right where the ledge is, so it makes it very, very hard for you to use jump as an option, because he's going to catch you with that shore you. And you can see that he's going for it a lot. He knows that I'm jumping. He's trying to call it out. He's looking for that opportunity, and I'm trying to really be evasive with my spin dash, so even though I'm still jumping, I'm not in the right position for it. I do get an edge guard here. I'm going to go ahead and get that second fair from the spring, hit his head from that, and into the fair. That it does go through Tatsu, and that's going to take that stock. So there it is. I was waiting for that one moment this entire video where I was waiting for him to catch that, because I was purposely jumping a lot to show him on ledge that, hey man, like, you can just you know, shore you that. And he was able to finally catch that. And now I don't think I ever do it again. I literally just, I go back now. I go back so that doesn't end up hitting me, because if he does, he will SD. So that was a little bit better. But look at the way he's getting so much opportunity. I actually think I might kill him here, because he missed that one opportunity. No, he was good. He went low. The best thing to do, guys, as you saw, is he went low. The best thing to do when you are fighting any player in this game is go low off stage. Retreat, retreat, retreat. You are in disadvantage. You have to respect that you're in disadvantage, and also tell yourself that it's okay. But if you force yourself back to that stage from that angle or even above, you're finding yourself in a really, really bad position. So best thing to do is go low, retreat to that ledge, find that opportunity to get back, just like Sytonix was doing, and then he was able to avoid that setup that I was going to take that kill with, and I was able to really, I died for it. I died for it. He had that edge guard. It was a complete reverse edge guard there. So just keep that in mind, and you're seeing it again. He went low. I couldn't counter him. He actually got me with that Shoryuken on the ledge. It kind of poked right through. It does have a hitbox, so do not shield on ledge. You really want to be good. And there it is. I wanted to kind of get it again, but it was a little bit too quick. He buffered the roll, as you should. In that moment, you know, if you think you're going to get trumped or just kind of a really quick aerial, then best thing you should probably do is just get out of that situation. So the roll is the quickest way to buffer to get yourself up. So I knew that he was going to roll there, not that. But here we go again. He's getting so much off of this, just keeping me on ledge. And I'm just constantly overcommitting. And I knew that he was going to do that right there. He was going to go for that shorty because he knew it. And unfortunately, I caught the roll read. I had the read. I had the opportunity there. I caught that roll and that get up option. But unfortunately, I was like 2 frames off from catching Sytonix's roll, and he was invincible with the iframes from the roll, so because of that, all he had to do was shore you. He was very, very quick about it, and we laughed about that afterwards. So see, lots of spaghetti in this set, but here it is, guys, the final game, game 9, as we're going head-to-head here on Smashville, and the second I saw Smashville, I said to myself, fuck. Because, let me tell you, this is not good. I think, personally, it's one of Sonic's best stages. But against Ken specifically, it's extremely hard. The stage is very, very small. Not much room for Sonic to escape. If you notice, I'm already running out of room. The platform is right in the center. And because of that, it gives a huge advantage for Ken to land. It gives him the opportunity to catch the aerials, right? So you can't really retreat on it because he's very good at sharking under and getting those kills. So I already lost my stock because I just simply couldn't recover. I couldn't get anywhere comfortable. And look at that, almost an entire stock lead. It hasn't even been a minute yet. Look at this, and I don't really have anywhere to go. I'm gonna go off stage here. I definitely cornered myself. I helped him out a little bit, and I just keep trying to get these edge guards, and I think I was overcommitting quite a bit here. So I am gonna lose that second stock, and it's not even been a full minute of the game yet. So really, really suck. And look, I went through that shield, tried catching the landing, and unfortunately Ken does not let you shield grab when you land on top of him. You told me that, and I never really noticed that, as you know, I have a lot of experience against this character, but I never noticed that you can't really catch his landings with grabs, right? Unless it's like a pivot grab and catch back or whatever. But it's hard, and look at that. Like, I'm just having such a hard time. I'm trying to find a way to survive. I'm trying to find a way to land. I can't go to that platform because he sharks under. He's gonna get the shore you. I'm struggling, and then I almost SD here, which is not real, but I'm okay. I'm okay. I'm gonna finally get myself the first hit in terms of like a string. I'm gonna see here, and he knew I wanted his back air. Because Sonic had to get that back air, that follow-up, and I kept seeing that he was jumping from a ledge, and he took that opportunity to right away shore you, catch that jump, and again, I didn't play grounded. I was very, very aerial-like, but that is going to be my first loss of the first part of this series, and I really hope you enjoyed this first to 5, guys. Thank you so much to Sytonix once again for coming. I'm leaving his social medias right here in the link below. Again, number 18 in the world in the WWR rankings. He has a Twitter, he has a YouTube where he posts his tournament VODs to keep updated with that and to study. So be sure to go support him. He's a really great guy, really fun to work with. It was so fast. It was so one of the best people I worked with for sure. So be sure to check it out. Thank you guys though once again for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe for more videos. Visit my website www.SuperGirlKels.com for tournament streams, news, music, reviews, merch, and more you can't get anywhere else. Thanks again. I will see you next week for another Monday video. And I love you guys. Have a great rest of your week. Stay safe, and see you soon. Bye-bye, everyone.
Yeah, I think this is such a good counterpick for Ken. What we saw in that last set from Sytonix. He's able just to get a ton off of it. Gonna get the car cancel.
Oh my god, Sytonix!
He's playing a little bit safer for himself. He's keeping him, keeping his stock healthy. That doesn't mean that Sytonix can't.